the body will rebel eventually. You can't keep doing this to your body. You're stressing out your body. Then finish the workout and then go get ready and go work. And I'm like, what about the post-workout meal? Then them wait till them get to lunchtime and then wonder why them can't gain no muscle. Them can't lose no weight. That is why the body will rebel eventually. You can't keep doing this to your body. You're stressing out your body.
On that note, okay, so the urgency of the post-workout anabolic window has definitely been exaggerated by some gym bros. Remember that there is in fact a 4 to 5 hour window bracketing the workout, meaning if you ate your pre-workout meal 1 hour before training, then trained for an hour, you'd theoretically still have 2 to 3 hours to play with for getting in that post-workout meal. On the other hand, if you ate your pre-workout meal 2 hours before training and then trained for 2 hours, you should get your post-workout meal in as quickly as possible. So, same as with the pre-workout meal, I recommend consuming 0.5 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight post-workout. So if you weigh 180 pounds or 82 kilos, you'd want about 40 grams of protein. Carbs are relatively less important in the post-workout meal because you no longer need to use them as an immediate energy source. And most typical weight training sessions don't actually deplete as much glycogen as some bodybuilders lead on anyway. Plus, research shows that any lost glycogen should be replenished within 24 to 48 hours as long as you're eating some.
Again, a lot of people go overboard on the carbs. I need to replenish glycogen stores. Relax, relax, relax. Just eating food by tomorrow when you work out again, you'll be good.
Carbohydrate at some point after training. However, because rates of glycogen resynthesis are at their highest within the first few hours following training, it would be smart to include at least some carbohydrate in the post-workout meal.
What he's saying here is that in that little window after your workout, that's the time your body is best able to maximize nutrition and best able to handle carbs. So if you wanted to do something naughty, chocolate, cake, whatever, the best time to do naughty is after the workout. A glass of wine you want, wait till you come back from the gym, whatever, right? If you're going to do bad after your work. Hell, you can use it as motivation. If you want that damn cake or cookie or whatever the hell it is, make sure you go to the gym that day, then have it after the workout. Minimize the damage, you will feel good. You work out and you had your vice, your sinful delight.
Especially if you do full body training or 2-a-day workouts where you'll be hitting the same muscle again within the next day or two. Assuming you have plenty of carbs to spare, then 1 to 1.5 grams of carbs per kilogram of body weight is a good target. However, when cutting, you may be more limited on carbs, in which case something around 0.5 grams per kilogram may be more appropriate. And I'd recommend including another serving of fruit in the post-workout meal as well. Now, when it comes to fats, I don't think they're as big of a deal in the post-workout meal simply because rate of digestion is of relatively less importance. The workout has already been fueled, and there's typically no major urgency to get those nutrients absorbed as quickly as possible. Still, if you do find yourself on the outer edge of that 4 to 5 hour anabolic window, it wouldn't be a bad idea to keep fats down below 10 to 20 grams just to ensure digestion isn't slowed down excessively. Under most circumstances, though, this isn't something I personally nitpick over too much. Okay, so let's look at 3 optimized post-workout meal examples. Up first, again, we have our 175 pound or 80 kilo male with a post-workout macro goal of 40 grams of protein, 80 grams of carbs, and 10 to 15 grams of fat. This is a post-workout meal I'll personally have very often. So I'll mix up a bowl of extra lean ground turkey, jasmine rice, low-fat sour cream, low-fat shredded cheese, and sriracha, and then I'll have a sun gold kiwi as my post-workout fruit source, for obvious reasons. Oh my. And a mixed green salad to hit some veggies, and if you need some extra protein, you can add a glass of milk or just some extra ground turkey as needed to hit your protein target. And here you can see the total calories and macros for this meal. The second example is the 120 pound or 55 kilo female lifter, and she could do something like 4 ounces of chicken breast or a protein equated amount of tofu as a vegan option, with 300 grams of baby golden potatoes, a few steamed Brussels sprouts, a small handful of salted pistachios, and 100 grams of mixed blueberries and raspberries. And these are the calories and macros for this meal. And then finally, let's cover someone who trained fasted and has to drive back home or go to work before they can have their next meal in another hour or two. In this case, I would recommend having a protein shake right after training, plus a serving of fruit like a banana or some grapes, and
there's some guys that are infamous. Some guys, them forget them protein shake. Man, them willing to run red light, forget them protein shake, That's all I'm saying. God forbid them forget them protein shake. You think it's an emergency the way them driving to get back home.
Depending on your total carb intake, perhaps a couple rice cakes as well. So this would be the total macro breakdown for this quick post-workout snack, and then they would have their first whole food meal a couple hours later.
Because you are determined to transform your body, you made it to the end of this video. To get more tips about how to look great and feel even better, check out one of these videos you see on the screen. I'm sure you'll enjoy them. So later's my massive. Me I go long now. For those who don't speak Jamaican patois, that's goodbye, my people.